station, Seaport Village.
Woo! Seaport Village. This area is inhabited by the Cosoy Native Americans, later named the Kumeyaay. In 1782, a Spanish expedition meant to map the Bay Area buried their dead here, calling it Punto de los Muertos, or Point of the Dead. It was later a railroad before it was filled in with landfill, and Seaport Village was built over it and opened in the 1980s. I remember when my parents brought me here. I'm going on a cruise. This is a pilot boat. It was commissioned in 1914, making it almost 100 years old and still running. We're going out into the bay and we'll be checking out the skyline from the waters. Because of the nearby airport, FAA regulations limit all of the buildings in San Diego to be no higher than 500 feet. The cityscape developed mainly in the 60s and again in the 90s. Looking around, you could also see North Island's Naval Base, the Silver Strand, and Point Loma. You can also see the USS Ronald Reagan, which is about the size of a small city, and the Coronado Bay Bridge, connecting a shorter route from San Diego to Coronado since 1969. There are a lot of things to point out in shots like these. All of the buildings and stories behind them, like the bridge. I once got to run over it a couple of years ago. And also, this strange building holds a lot of memories for me. In fact, here's a better view of it. For years I have been coming here every summer to film the Colossus that is the San Diego Comic-Con. Founded in 1970, this thing has grown into a huge moneymaker. And it's also gotten me into a lot of interesting experiences. Here's one of them.
Real quick. Hey, you wouldn't happen to have like a couple bucks for beer money?
Are you videotaping me?
Yes, I videotaped all these celebrities and more. At first I did it for views, but looking back, I'm proud to say that a lot of cool people have gone past me over the years. Like Billy Martinez. He's the head of Neko Press and a wonderful artist, but more importantly, he's a close friend. He remembers Chardonnay as a baby, and I've managed to keep in contact with him over the years. Ask Mom about him. From Star Trek captains to Jane Silent Bob, I can proudly say I've met them all. Whee! But outside of the convention today, they had a different event going on, a triathlon. It looks like they had just finished and the participants were celebrating a job well done with live music and lots of fun. I wanted to have my own fun, so I decided to leave for now and come back on Veterans Day and join in on their grand parade over here. Hey, how you doing? Today's Veterans Day, yay! So I'm going to go to this parade thing that they're going to be having.
Thousands of people lined Harbor Drive today for the annual
Veterans Day coincides with other special days such as Armistice Day and Remembrance Day and was condensed into one official holiday. Veterans Day may seem a little different here than in other places. That's because San Diego is a Navy town. Since World War I, generations of military people have made a career in Coronado, 32nd Street, Naval Amphibious Base, Camp Pendleton, Fort Rosecrans, and other bases. The climate and scenery is what made them want to stay and live. That means a lot of people living in San Diego have military backgrounds. So when Veterans Day arrives here, it is a big event. Thousands of people line up to march down Harbor Drive while thousands more arrive here. Well, look at me! It's a big day. So let's watch us go down this aisle. Here we go.
Look at all these people. I'm not gonna say it.
To walk down the streets and have a bunch of people cheering for you for something you did a long time ago feels nice. This is the first time I decided to march down this parade, but I'll be sure to come back and march again.
I'm filming you too!
This Veterans Day parade was sponsored by the San Diego Maritime Museum, a collection of old ships converted into museums. Like the Star of India, built in 1863 as the Uttapuri. It holds sailmen until it was retired in 1926 and it was restored in 1962. But before then, it looked really, really bad. But now, it is a beautiful decoration along the harbor. This ship is the neatest one out of the collection that they have at the museum. It shows you what it's like to be out at sea back then and how dangerous it really was. Many sailors got sick on these ships, and with no hospital around, they had to depend on each other to get to shore. It still sails even to this day, even though they're only on special occasions now and has been featured on a few TV shows. Prominently displayed, it feels just as old as it looks and somehow housed many people.
So check it out here. There looks like they're constructing a building here, and well, duh. And the cement truck just pulled in, as you can see. That thing will be filled up with cement from the truck. Oh, here we go. They're moving it. It'll be filled up with cement by the truck, and then it'll be transported to where they need to dump the cement. Ah, very well done. There it goes, backing up. And now it's gonna start pouring cement. All right, so it looks like they just finished filling that up. And they'll probably be lifting it soon once they scrape the rest of the cement from the truck. There it goes. Woo, look at that thing go! They're lowering it over there. And they'll go ahead and dump the cement where they need it. That's pretty cool.
Though you see me do a lot in this episode today, from boating to marching, there is one more thing I'd like to show you. Back at the Maritime Museum, they have a Soviet-era submarine that I got to tour. It was really small, but claimed to sandwich about 100 people inside of it. Watch me walk backwards while talking and almost trip over myself. This corridor is really, really small. Before, I mentioned that there was something about downtown San Diego. That goes for the harbor too. Most of it didn't even exist until around the 1940s. In order to fit more naval ships into the bay, the government actually dug the bay and made it deeper, and took the extra sand from the bottom to fill in Coronado, reshape Mission Bay, and create the harbors that exist today. This not only changed the way the map looked, but also gave us more real estate and a chance to expand into the wonderful utopia it is today. That entire sandbar at the bottom of your screen, as well as the rest of the coast, is all man-made, waiting for one to capture it with their camera. And the best part about it is, this is my home.